Alright guys, today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go see some race cars. Yeah, that's right. I said race cars. These are owned by a gentleman, Bill Erdman, here in Pennsylvania. He contacted us and asked us if we would like to see some Z car racing history. So, let's get to it.
And it does the job. But this is glass, and if you see if you look in here, it's really reinforced. See it?
Yeah.
Like they did a hood, like you do a hood.
Wow.
I just have that in there because I would have never put my masters here. I'd have put them over where they are in the black car, where you can get to them.
Yeah.
Or I mean, my reservoirs. Okay. And then
what is this here? Is that
that's the MSD ignition.
MSD? Mm-hmm. Didn't know if it was a gold box or not.
Yeah, 7AL. Now they're all digital. That's not before. That's before digital.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to take this. We'll lift the hood off this. This is an inline 3-liter. Got the diesel crank. This is just on with Zeus's, and of course, the weak part, the bad thing about using the Zeus's is, if you have one of these weak like this one is, you can get a lift here. So they weren't doing it. But I noticed this car came out of Canada.
Got one last one here.
And you can see why I have cardboard there, because I had rocks falling in the windows already. I get nasty with these people sometimes. Because this used to be our property right here, all of it. Yeah, we'll just lay it up on the ITS car. Oh, watch your tank. No, it can lay here on the deck. Well, now we'll put it up here. All right, well, there's your inline. It's got Webers instead of
Who says you can't put an L series in a Z32?
it's the best motor, man. It's better than the VG, trust me.
I like your heat shield for the Webers.
Yes. And these are BBR filters. This is the new type of filter that you measure your trumpet side to side, and then you tell him, and then he makes them. Those are called the Queen Bees instead of singles like on the other car. Queen Bees for duals. Then of course I put this car wasn't finished when I got it. I had to finish it. So
Massive sway bar.
Huh?
Massive sway bars.
Yes.
What's something like this weigh?
This is like 2272, something like that. I don't run this SCCA, neither does that. So it's not, I don't have to have it. They ask me when I go to a regional just to keep track time. That's what this car's for. So in case I got a lot of work on these and I want to go keep track, get some track time, that's what this ITS car. They'll ask me, where's your weights at? And I'm always sitting in the car because they put you up on the scale. I look at the guy and go like this, don't worry, I'm fat. I'll be way over. You don't need my numbers. Okay? I'm 300 pounds over. Okay? So.
This is wild, man.
Yeah, you never thought this would be like it, did you?
No. I have a friend in Tennessee. He had...
See, I'm even supporting you street guys. Save the manuals.
Yeah. What trans is behind this?
This is a Jericho.
Jericho?
Clamshell road race box. Here. You look back in there, you'll see it. Just be careful on the fiberglass. See it?
Oh, yeah. I see it there.
Just like a cup car. Only it's a road race version. It's not a DR4 or anything. I'd rather have a DR4, and I'm going to show you why I'd rather have a DR4. Because this thing only holds a quart of lube. I just went the rear discs on this. My fab guy made the caliber bracket that holds the axle and everything. Has a machine that holds the axle in. Just went, and those are Techno Toy from Gabriel Audit. You know him?
I know Techno, yeah.
Yeah. They're RX-7s, the same thing.
They're just starting making stuff for the S130s.
Yes. There's Coney's unavailable. I have a brand new set spare at home. She's a 12A. Lift that up over there. Yeah, don't let it come off the roof there. Here, pull that pin. It's got a holly on it instead of a downdraft IDF or whatever you want to call it. And I just went to this because the original Rad puked. So I got to figure out some kind of, getting hoses is a nightmare. I mean, I had to fab, I went through probably 20 hoses to get the right. Then I run the Mecca filter, which is called Canton now. To me, it's a Mecca. Then these, I changed this. They didn't have it. They were using the original. I did all this right here. These are 200 SX camber plates like on that thing. Just, they're basically perfect to get the diagonal and the setback for the caster, positive caster. That's why they're set back off angle. Now, you'll be interested to know who built that bell housing. This car went up to Leitzinger's in State College.
Okay.
You ever hear of that?
The name sounds familiar.
They race GTU in IMSA. Carson Baird.
This actually is a VG, everyone.
Yes. These are magnesium valve covers off the GTP cars. More clearance for the Jessel rockers. Has Jessel rockers. No hydraulics anymore. Must be adjusted.
I can't believe this is sitting here in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah. The engine has a front plate and a rear plate. And if you look down in, you'll see the bell housing for the Saints transmission. It's custom made, machined bell housing. See it?
Yeah. Wow. That's hefty.
See it?
That's really hefty. You ain't gonna break that.
It's a trick car. If you look at this, like the struts go into a mono ball down below, down on the arm. See?
There's your
This
front
is a
plate.
special, this is a Gene Crow from Bob Sharp intake manifold. Okay? Custom made. It's just exhaust pipe. This manifold was used by Millen on the off-road pickups to copy it. Electromotive copied it, but they tried doing it in aluminum, and what they had happen was this carburetor, first and third carburetor, were at a little bit of enough of a tilt that it would run the floats down, run the you know what I mean, the level down, and ended up having a lot of engine failures. This one's perfectly flat. This is the only one there is that's in steel. Used to be the Chrysler HEI model right there, module. Ran a very simple ignition. I added this period correct fuse panel for my cool shirt. Okay. It didn't have a cool shirt. And then I used these things are beautiful. These mounts, pre-made mounts from Chassis Systems. And that's it, man. And this seat here, if you look at the back, if I tore it out, in a Sharpie it says Terry Labonte. So, and then that lifts off just to go into the fuel cell. And there's your dry brake.
Stock rear deck. I can't believe that. Stock rear deck.
Yes, yep.
And window mounts
And
and
an
everything.
open gap for the air to go out that they can't see. Yep. Been there, done that. I had this car since, what, 89? 89, I think, yeah. And that's, I keep that so the friends don't get in.
Yeah, I can't blame you for that.
Really sounds nice. I mean, it's a nice sounding car. Sounds like a Ferrari, really. Yep, she's a piece. I got a fire here shortly. Not, a little bit too cold yet. I turn the motor twice a month by hand.